So today we're going to be stepping into Mark V land, and we are going to stiffen this little pumpkin up because we're going to tackle a common Volkswagen Audi problem, and that is failed engine mounts. These engine mounts are known to fail prematurely very, very often, and this set that's in this car right now only have about 80 miles on them. So today we have a kit that's a little bit on the pricier side, but it is much, much stiffer and much, much more worth it than trying to get any sorts of OEM upgrade, OEM plus upgrade for these engine mounts because they just all fail. I don't know what it is about the design, but they're all pretty crappy. I spent just as much in OEM replacements as I would have if I just bought this kit outright from the first place. And the kit I'm referring to, of course, is the Black Forest Industries Stage 1 engine mount kit. It is a polyurethane 70A durometer bushing. Beautiful, stiff, elegant, and well, I also got a polyurethane dog bone insert as well, so we're gonna see how that all works today. We're gonna throw it in the car, see how it feels. Let's do it. So now we got to talk about engine mounts. Now this is a horizontally mounted 4-cylinder engine. So that means the engine's sitting in the engine bay this way and the transmission is connected over here. Because this is a front wheel drive car, everything is up here. There's no drive shaft going to the back. There's no axles in the back. There's nothing related to the drivetrain back there. It's all right here crammed into this space and connected to these two front wheels. So in order to mount something like this, you need an engine mount on the transmission here, and you need an engine mount over there on the engine side holding either side of the engine, and then you need a pendulum mount in the middle, which is gonna be on the bottom, holding it from swaying. So picture this engine, without that pendulum mount, would sway like this. Be swinging in here like a shack, like a shack, like a big shack. Anyway, so with that being said, each of these bolt up pretty simply. There's 4 bolts bolting to the frame of the car, I guess you could say. I guess that's the frame. Sure. And then 3 bolts mount to the bracket that's on the transmission. So these don't bolt directly into the transmission. They're each on brackets that are mounted to the engine. I guess that's to avoid strip threads or something of the sorts. That's kind of convenient. Convenient for Volkswagen, might I also add. Putting this in is as simple as getting a jack underneath on the transmission with a block of wood so I don't damage the casting of the transmission itself, unbolting the old one, pulling that out, bolting this back in. So let's do it. What? You're just looking at me sniffing shit? I never want to buy engine mounts again, so I guess just spend the whole lot of money once, and hopefully you never have to again. But these look amazing. These poly bushings look nice and stiff, and it feels fantastic. I can't even imagine how it's gonna feel in the car. And luckily for me, EFI also has brand new hardware for me to throw in here as well. And the hardware was packaged very nicely, so I know exactly where I'm going with these bolts. So it's super nice. There we go. We got the bigger ones for the ends here, and then the smaller bolts, which are 4 smaller bolts for the inside to bolt the mount itself to the body. So now that I got these bolts nipped up, they're still loose. I'm not tightening them down. I just made sure everything was in its home. You can also replace these poly inserts here for a smaller price than what you actually pay for the entire mount kit, which is really nice. For only like 70 bucks, you can get these inserts and replace the bushings themselves. So this is kind of a forever installation here, which is nice. It's so nice, so convenient, makes it so much easier, especially compared to the OEM mounts because they're god awful. So to torque these back ones, it's 32 foot-pounds, and these ones are 44 foot-pounds. Now that's nice and torqued down. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, look at that. It's so much better than that floppity one. Now all that's left to do is to let it down. So get your block of wood off the transmission. It didn't even move. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Okay, so now all we gotta do is move on to the engine side. Let's do it. Now this side is a bit easier because it's just kind of unbolting stuff and moving it out of the way like that. My catch can was here, bolted onto the engine mount itself. I had to unbolt the coolant bottle just to remove this bracket here, which was easy, just a couple 13s. That also bolts to the engine mount. But this side, a little bit easier. You just gotta kind of be careful and move stuff out of your way so you can get to the bolts.
The little baby rocket. Little rocket. Little baby. See the baby.
Ta-da! Much easier. This one still has a little bit of life left in it, I guess. And this one also only has about 80 miles on it. It's not as bad, but it's definitely, you know, not as good as those poly bushings. So this one's probably in good condition, I'd say. This one's all right. All right, let's toss her in here. Get her mounted up, in position. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's about yay. Oh, it's gonna look so good in here too, because you can kind of see this one. It's gonna look so clean in this car. Ugh. Oh. Ha 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 ha. All right, I need Freshie hardware. So you're gonna notice that there's two different size bolts here. This one goes where the hump is. The other side does not have this little hump here. So the longer bolt goes in this side because it needs a little bit more length, you know? Everybody could use a little bit more length here and there. And then this, and then this one goes on the other side, on the frame side, might I add. The car mounting area. Oh God, I probably should have put this in before. Yep. We're just gonna pretend like I did that prior and cut. Oh my God.
Well, at least it landed where you could get it.
Yeah. There we go. It was in there before, I swear. Okay, so torque specs are the same. It is 32 back here on the frame side, and up here it's 44 foot-pounds. And then we get to put everything back together. Oh, yeah, that's nice and stiff. My goodness. Let's see. Oh my God, yeah, there's no slop at all. That's great. I'll take it. Sold to the dipshit with a Volkswagen. Installing stiffer engine mounts like this will reduce slop or movement of drivetrain components, which in turn will help in putting the power that you have to the ground. With a floppy engine, you lose that power through the excessive twisting of the engine with sloppy mounts. So now we're on to the final steps, and there's just one last thing to do, and that is this poly insert that's going to go in the dog bone mount. So they gave us fresh bolts and hardware for that too, so we got a bolt washer and the big washer that'll go like that. And then this gets slotted into the dog bone bushing in the subframe. Yes, in the subframe. So, take you under the car, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna take this car for a drive because I don't know how it drives. Probably amazing. We're gonna find out. This is where things are gonna get real interesting. This has to go in
then washer it in.
Yeah, and then washer it in.
To keep it from falling out.
That's gonna be fun. Okay.
Yeah, that really doesn't want to fit.
We're gonna find out. Now this is your subframe, and there's a bushing here and a bushing up top. And the dog bone, which is this mount right here, slots in between them, and then this bolt runs through and clamps it all together essentially, and then this portion of it gets bolted to your transmission here. And this is what helps the swing of your engine and transmission, which causes it not to have much. But this, as you can see it moving, has a little bit. So this is going to be a good upgrade for better shifts and a little bit more stiffness. Upgrades. Oh my goodness. Oh. There we go. Get out of here, get out of here.
Whoa. I guess that was convenient.
And now, bushing, which looks like it goes in.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Yeah, you probably should. You should probably grease this. Grease it up. Round 2. Fight. Just gonna have to work it in. It's going. It's working. It's working its way in there.
Oh, there she goes.
Much better.
Percussive maintenance.
There we go. One poly bushing installed. Now this is gonna go in like this.
That's nice.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie, that's really nice.
That is really nice.
Compared to the last inserts we tried.
Yeah.
So what's our lesson here? Spend the money now.
Yep.
And not cry about it later.
Correct. Because this is going to be, look at that already.
Oh wow. Not even bolted in, and it.
Not even bolted in, and I can't. Oh, it's beautiful. It's elegant, flawless. But this also completes my BFI setup here, because we got the BFI dog bone, we got these BFI control arm bushings right here and over there. So it's elegant.
I got a shot of these ones up over here.
Oh yeah, that's good. There we go. That is freaking solid. Holy crap. This thing is gonna be a animal. Wow. Okay, now, I guess the last thing to do, well, is to take it for a drive. Let's go see how it feels. But first, a quick word from our sponsor, us. If you'd like to support what we do here on this channel, check out our website, 1113motorsport.myshopify.com, and order yourself some cool stuffs. We just released 3 brand new collections, and we really appreciate all the support so far for this channel. And as a thank you, from now until the end of November, use code E13M10 to get yourself 10% off of your order. Now let's see how these mounts change this pumpkin. Okay, here we go. Let's take this bad boy for a test drive. Let's see how it does. Oh, definitely some more vibrations for sure, but they're not that bad. That's very minute. Oh yeah. That's some crispy shifting. Woo, that's nice. Ooh, that's really nice. There is a little bit more NVH, which is noise, vibration, and harshness, but you know, if you're getting poly bushings, I don't really think you're too worried about that. Maybe ever so slightly. I think the race series would probably be really aggressive. Like this is probably all you really need, which is the stage 1 kit. So this is a 78 durometer. It feels really good. It's a little bit more of a change, so you got to kind of get used to it, but it's not bad. These shifts are nice. Oh yeah. Oh man. It's like race car status now. Huge shout out to BFI. Thank you so much for shipping these out to us, and we'll see you guys in the next one, because I got some race carring to do now. So I'm gonna go drive this more. See you later.